Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm super excited because I'm going to be sharing with you my second grade homeschool picks for the 2024-2025 school year. Hey guys, so if you are new here, welcome. My name is Madison. I have 4 kids, ages 15, 7, 4, and 2. I already made a video about my 15-year-old who's going into the 10th grade, so definitely check out that video after you watch this one. I will have it linked down below, and then I will be posting my 4-year-old. He'll be 5 this summer, so I'll be posting his kindergarten curriculum picks after this, and then my 2-year-old, she will be 3 this fall, so I'll be posting some preschool pics, which is so crazy to me, but I will be posting that as well. And then finally I will post my family subjects video, and that one I think will be the best video because that's the most fun we have, is all of our family subjects and like the riches of our homeschooling and all of that I'm really excited to share with you guys. So that will be the final video. So depending on when you're watching this, those videos could already be up. If not, they will be coming within the next few days or weeks. So I'm super excited about these upcoming school years because while I have homeschooled my oldest throughout the years on and off, I have never homeschooled from the very beginning like I have with my upcoming 2nd grader. He's always been homeschooled, and I've never homeschooled multiple little ones at once. And things are just getting so fun already with our group subjects and everything. So I am really excited. If you don't know, if you haven't been watching my channel or you can't tell already, I absolutely love homeschooling. I love teaching my kids. I love learning about new curriculum. I just absolutely love it. It is a passion project of mine, schooling my children. So I hope that comes across in my videos. I love homeschooling and I am a super big nerd about it. So let's just get into my curriculum picks for my 2nd grader. He is 7 years old. He'll be 7 starting off his 2nd grade year. So let's start with language arts. If you have been following along, you know that I totally switched up his language arts mid-year. I will link the video below where I talk about that. I have a few videos, but where I do like a complete unboxing. That was when I kind of announced that I was switching this curriculum up. And I think I have an update video on how it's been going. So I will link those down below if you want to see how things have been going. But we will be continuing with Logic of English Foundations Level C for his 2nd grade year. I have absolutely loved it, as I have talked about in my update video. This curriculum just works for us. It's what I always wanted to use. It's kind of a more gaming style curriculum, which just suits our family perfectly. We love games. And the amazing thing about having a game style curriculum is you can bring in other kids. I am not even joking you when I tell you that my 15-year-old, if he spots us playing a game in this curriculum or his math curriculum, he will stop what he's doing and he will come play with us, my 15-year-old. And they're simple games, but like he just enjoys playing with us. He's very much like me, where he likes quality time and just hanging out and doing something together that's, you know, a game and has a little bit of fun competition, even if it's just luck or whatever. So I have absolutely loved this curriculum. We will not be completing Level C this year. I started probably more than midway into the school year working on this with my 1st grader. And he, you know, since we switched curriculum, and this is a pretty, you know, hefty curriculum with a lot of stuff going on, we've had to go through this pretty slowly. While we've loved it, we've had to take our time. For example, the flashcards, it has these phonogram flashcards, which we absolutely love. Sometimes we will just stop, and the only thing we'll do that day, instead of like doing a lesson in here, is we will go through the flashcards and we will play some of the games that they have suggested in the curriculum already, or we'll come up with our own games. But we will just practice the flashcards because since he did not do Foundations A or B, it's taking a little bit of time to just get used to the program and learn some things that he missed from that. Now, I have heard people say that you aren't really supposed to start at level C, you're supposed to start at level A. I disagree with that. I think that, yes, it's going to take some adjusting and you're going to have to go probably slower than you would have if you had started with level A. But I don't think that it's impossible, and I would definitely not start with level A if your child is already reading like my son is. It just would make no sense to like go back and spend all that time on those things that he already knows. So we have just slowed down, adjusted to the curriculum. That's worked for us. Everyone's different, but that's worked for us. And I am in no rush with this. I realize that a lot of people use level C for like the first grade year. So you know, and that way maybe he'll be behind in essentials by starting his second grade year still doing level C, but I'm not worried about that at all because we are reading. Not only are we using this, we're also just reading tons of readers, and that's what's most important to me is his reading and really getting a solid foundation in phonics, and that's what this program will give him. So I feel in no rush with this. I actually want to take it slowly. So that's why I know we will continue this into the fall. I also have a very fluid type of homeschooling, what would you call it? Like method. I feel very much like grades are kind of arbitrary, especially when you're homeschooling. I have them in their specific grades just for when it comes to like graduation or so that they can tell people what grade they're in versus their age. You know, that's really all that I care about. I am not trying to rush my kids. I'm actually against that. So anyway, I talk about my philosophy when it comes to homeschooling in other videos, so I won't get too far into that. But we will just continue this, and then if we finish, my guess is we will finish early in the year, in his second grade year, then we will just purchase D, Foundations D, and work on that. So I am very excited to continue this with him. I will say I need to get a bit more organized with all of the bits and pieces of this, so we are still adjusting, but I absolutely love it, and we will definitely be continuing into his second grade year with this. Just so y'all know, as I am filming this video, I am referencing my beautiful planner that I got off Amazon. I'll link it down below, but they have a section in here for curriculum planning. So I will be looking at this as I am sharing all of our curriculum picks for the year. I have really loved this planner, so if you're interested, I will link it down below. It has been my favorite planner so far. I'm pretty minimal when it comes to planners, so this has like just the right amount of stuff that I would want in a homeschooler planner. For his math, we will be using Math with Confidence. So I don't think I've really talked too much on my channel. I need to about why we switched, but we switched from the Good and the Beautiful Math. We started his first grade year with the Good and the Beautiful Math level 1. We zoomed through that, so by Christmas we were done with Math level 1. Like, it was really below his level. And so then I purchased Math 2 from the Good and the Beautiful, and I started noticing some gaps and some issues with the program. And that's what I have to warn you guys. I have made a whole video of why we left the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts. I need to make a math one, but I'll just say really quick, if you are using like kindergarten, first grade, the Good and the Beautiful Math, you may not notice any issues with it. But I'm telling you, once you get to the higher levels, you might start noticing some gaps, or that they're really not understanding the depth of what they're learning. Whereas Math with Confidence gives you a really good understanding. It gives your child a really good number sense, a really good understanding of what they're doing when it comes to addition or place value or whatever. So we are absolutely loving this. We've started this already this year, but I know we won't finish this by the end of the year either. It's very similar to level C. I feel like, you know, it's already ahead for his grade level, even though I don't really care about that, but it does kind of make me feel a little bit less anxious or worried about finishing, like, oh, we got to finish this curriculum by this certain date, just because like that's still ingrained in my mind, you know? So my guess is we'll take our summer break like the beginning of June or something is when we'll start, like end of May is when we'll finish our school year. And so whatever lesson we're on in this is the lesson that we will be on, and then he will continue it when we start back up in the fall for his 2nd grade year. So I feel a lot of peace. I feel like these last few months of the school year, I can kind of just sit back and not worry too much. Not sit back, I mean, we're doing school, but not be like super worried, like, oh, we need to do multiple lessons. This curriculum isn't even up to like your level right now. This one feels fine. I mean, it's still pretty easy for him, but it feels like he's actually learning, and we are talking about the math concepts, and he's getting something out of it, even if it is still pretty easy for him. And then this one also has a lot of games, which we love. My 15-year-old has played almost every single game with us. You use cards, which my kids, they love playing cards. Like, they love playing Go Fish, War, Poker, Blackjack, all of that stuff. My boys love playing. So it just kind of fits what they find fun anyway. And when we get to play a game, Henry doesn't even feel like he's doing school. Like, honestly, when he's doing his regular schoolwork, either from this or Logic of English or The Good and the Beautiful, he kind of gets this like attitude of like, oh, here we go. But then once we start playing the games, it just like brings him to life, and he's having so much fun, and he's not even thinking about the fact that he's also learning at the same time. So we will definitely continue with this. Okay guys, I forgot to show y'all a very important piece of the Math with Confidence curriculum, and so I wanted to quickly throw this into the video. But it does have some picture book suggestions that go along with each week. I only have the first 4 weeks here, but I do plan on purchasing all of the rest of the picture books that they recommend in the curriculum, because I absolutely love learning through picture books with my kids. I think it just brings it to life in a different way, and introducing your kids to a topic in multiple different ways is always a good thing. So anyway, this one is from the first week. It's Math Pieces. We have already read some of this. It's kind of like a logic-based book, but what's really cool is it has these famous art pieces in it, and then it has kind of like a riddle that you have to solve. And we are actually using the Gentle and Classical curriculum. I'll talk more about that in my kindergartners curriculum reveal video and in our group subjects video, but we are doing a lot of art study, artist study, composer studies. So I love that this book is here, because all of my kids could look at this and use it, and I love just exposing them to art, you know. So anyway, I think this is a really cool like logic type book. So that's the first week. And then the second week, I got all of these off of thrift books. So you may notice those stickers, but apparently someone originally got it from Goodwill, which is another good spot to find books. If you haven't watched my video where I do a huge book haul, definitely go check that out, because I shared a lot of books in there. Then anyway, the second week is Your Fantastic Elastic Brain. This is another wonderful book that we have already read, talking about your brain. This is something that we could read over and over again. Sorry if you hear my kids like screaming in the background. That's just kind of my life. But anyway, this is a wonderful book. I love that it talks about how your brain can grow and stretch and all of that. And Henry plays soccer, so he likes this part. And the third week is Biggest, Strongest, Fastest. I absolutely love this book. So cute. I know Henry is going to love this. We haven't read this one yet. But, like, it just has, like, fun facts about animals, like how an ant can carry, like, 5 times their weight and stuff. So, this is really cool. Henry loves, like, nonfiction and facts and stuff. So, I know he's already kind of looked at this, but we haven't fully read it yet. I know he's going to love it. And then the fourth week is If You Were a Plus Sign, and it has actual, like, math problems in it, which I think is really cool to see actual math problems in a picture book. So those are what we have, but there is one for every week of the curriculum, so we will eventually get those. This is the teacher's manual, and then this is the student workbook that I just have him do this when he does his handwriting, so I'll share handwriting as well. We will be using The Good and the Beautiful's handwriting. It's not broken, so I fixed it. I do think I'll use a different handwriting with my younger child, but As for him, he did handwriting without tears, and then he did the Good and the Beautiful. He's done all the levels. This is level 2 already that he's been doing. So in his first grade year. So we'll just continue. I think he will definitely finish level 2. So I will probably get the next level, which might be cursive. I don't know. If it is cursive, I'm not sure if he's ready for cursive. So yeah. Anyway, we will just do probably the next level in the Good and the Beautiful handwriting. If not, I will use the handwriting I'm going to use with my kindergartner, so stay tuned to that video if you want to know more about my handwriting thoughts. But yes, so that's his handwriting. So he just takes out his handwriting and his math workbook and does that real quick before we get started. The thing with math that we will be continuing into his second grade year is Beast Academy. This is something I just purchased very recently, and we have really enjoyed it, but we just haven't had a ton of time to like add it in. So just when we have a little bit of extra time in the day, I like to do this. It's really fun. It's like a comic book style type of curriculum, which boys love. My boys love games. My boys love comic books. Like, it just appeals to them and makes school a little bit more fun and exciting. I am never going to be you're never going to find me using a Becca or some kind of program like that I honestly think is just super boring and way too, I'm not against school being hard or, having to push through. Like, it's not always going to be fun. So I'm not saying it always has to be fun, but at the same time, I very much want to revolt against the way kids are learning at public school. I just don't want to recreate public school at home and be doing the same type of curriculum they use. I like new thoughts on learning and new ways of teaching. And so anything that feels like, oh, you could just do that in public school, and it's probably, I think Becca is used in public school. I'm just never going to be about that. That's just not me. So anyway, that's another side tangent, but we will continue with this. I have A and B, and so we will probably finish A, I would say, this year, and then in the fall continue on with B, and then purchase C and D is kind of what I'm hoping for his second grade year, is doing B, C, and D in Beast Academy. This is just extra. They also have an online program with Beast Academy, so if you're wanting to use it as like your full math curriculum, I would probably do the online thing, but I'm not super into online stuff for my young children. My oldest does a lot of online learning, but for my younger kids, I'm just not really about that unless it was like a necessity in our just season of life. Then that's the only reason I would do it. So anyway, love this. We will be continuing this. Another thing that we will probably start in the fall, but don't hold me to it, I might go ahead and start it since I already have it, is Write Shop Primary Book A. So this will be his writing curriculum. I will do this also with my kindergartner. They will do this together. And then my oldest, I talked about in his homeschool video, he's going to be doing Write Shop as well at his level. So they're all going to be doing Write Shop. So it's kind of like a group subject, but I figured I would share it in his regular video because writing is also a very individual thing as well. So anyway, we will be doing Write Shop. I'm very excited about this. I may go ahead and start it because why wait? But I may wait till the fall if we just don't find the time to get started with it, because I do want to spend some time, like they have with Write Shop, they give you ideas on creating a writing center, which I think is so cool. And so this is something that I have not done yet. And there's a lot of organizing. This summer, I'll probably post videos of like organizing our homeschool space, because there's a lot of organizing I need to do in our homeschool spaces. So anyway, this will be one of the things that I do. So that's probably why I will wait till the fall to do this, is because over the summer I'll probably create the writing center and just really get acquainted with this curriculum so that we can get like feel like we get a good start with it. And that's something that I struggle with. I'm not a super organized person. And so spending the time really getting acquainted with the curriculum, really spending the time organizing it, getting it all set up, that actually helps me tremendously in my homeschool. That's something I'm learning. With Logic of English, we just went ahead and got started, but I do wish I had gotten more organized first. However, you know, I'm going to just do it over the summer because well, maybe soon. I don't know. I'm like dying. I have a cleaning channel. I'm dying to get organized. So, you know, it may happen sooner than the summer, but at least by summertime, I'm going to get a little bit more organized. Actually, a viewer, I don't know if she would want me to share her Instagram, so I'm not going to, but if you're watching this and you want me to share it, I will 100% share it because, wow, she sent me all of these videos of how she organizes her logic of English curriculum, and they were amazing, and I saved all of them. I need to go through them and just copy everything she did. It's honestly what I plan on doing because she's so organized and it just looked perfect and I loved it. So anyway, thank you. You guys are amazing and I really appreciate it. If you have tips, if you want to message me on Instagram with some of your organization for your homeschooling, if you use similar curriculum to me or just how you organize in general or your homeschool rooms or whatever, please do. Please message me on Instagram and send me videos and let me know if you want me to share your Instagram and some of your video on my YouTube channel. And if I feel like I can or it fits, I will. But even if you just want to share it with just me and just talk nerdy homeschool in my Instagram DMs, then definitely do it because it was like Christmas for me when she sent me all those videos. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And she was definitely organization goals for sure. So, and I follow her now on Instagram and I absolutely love everything she posts because she's just got everything so organized and she uses a lot of curriculum that I'm into. So it's fun to watch. So I'm just as much a viewer as I am a creator, obviously. Okay. Let me check my book, make sure I'm not missing anything. Don't forget, we still have like group subjects. So if you're wondering about like history, science, all of that, that will be, where is it? That will be in our group subjects video. Let's see. Okay, so the last few things I will mention for him is we will be doing Spanish, but that will be a group subject, so I'll talk about that in my group subjects video. But then as far as his extracurriculars, he does chess club. He's done that for like 1.5 years now, which it's amazing because he also does it with my high schooler. So I will have him continue doing chess club. They meet once a week for 1.5 hours, and it's just wonderful that it's something that your child from first grade to high school, you know, can do at the same time. You know, they play different people and everything, and they're on totally different levels, but they help each other. And anytime they do Bug House, which is just kind of like a fun day at chess club where you have a partner and it's just a different way of playing and it's just kind of for fun, they play together and it's really cute because my oldest is like probably #1 at his chess club, and then Henry is still very much a beginner. So, but they play together as a team and I just love that. Brothers together as a team. So anyway, he will be doing chess club. He hasn't done any tournaments yet. Talked about with my oldest how I want him to do more tournaments. For Henry, I would like him to at least do 1 or 2 tournaments this year just to start learning how it is to do. No, he did do 1 tournament this year. I forgot. Okay, so 2 or more tournaments then is my goal for him this year with chess. And then he plays soccer, so he usually plays that in the fall and spring and takes a break in the summer, so I imagine we will continue with that. And then he also does piano and voice lessons. So he just started voice lessons. He's done piano since he was like 4-ish, but more formally like once a week lessons since he was 5. And so he will continue with his piano lessons. Voice lessons he just started like a month ago and he's really enjoying that. So I'm super excited for him. We definitely want to continue that. He did his first recital this past December and he's actually about to do his second recital this spring. So I want him to do 2 recitals a year in his 2nd grade year as well as far as piano, and hopefully add in his voice to his recitals. I don't think he will this spring, but maybe in the fall add in singing to his recital as well as playing the piano. And then when I talk about their group subjects, I will talk about the riches of homeschooling that we're adding in, like composer study, artist study, and in that, you know, composer study of instruments and the orchestra and stuff. I think that's really important for Henry because he is so musically inclined. He loves music. And so I think it'll be wonderful for him to learn the history of music and some of the best, like the best composers and all of that. So I'm really excited to expose him to all of that. So that will be in the most fun video, which is the group subjects video. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That just tells YouTube you like my video and they might push me out to other viewers. Definitely subscribe if you're new and click the bell to be notified when I post new videos. And I'll see you next time. Bye.